let's talk about how you translate this theory of disruption from commercial markets to sort
Yeah.
of your own personal life. I'd love to hear more about
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Well, so we've talked about disruptive innovation and what that means. So personal disruption is how you take all these ideas and make them meaningful to you. You're going to start at the bottom of the ladder, climb to the top, and then jump to the bottom of a new ladder. The big difference between personal disruption and disruption with a product or service is that your Netflix and your Blockbuster, you're
Yeah. Oh,
Netflix
sure.
and your tabs. So you're the silly little thing and you take over the world, because with personal disruption, you are disrupting you. So that's how it applies to us as individuals. And when you say you are disrupting you, well, how do you become a silly little thing? Well, if you think about disruption, let's go back. I think probably we're going to go nerd alert for just a second. We've got, people on this, picture this graph, and you think about disruption. Let's go back through the math, right? With disruption, let's say you're at 12 on the y-axis of success, and your trajectory is over one, up one, over one, up one. That's what it's like for you in your career, in your life, whatever it is you're measuring.
Mhm.
Well, with personal disruption, you make this decision that you are going to move down that y-axis of success. It's a deliberate decision to go from 12 to 8, which means there is a loss of something. It's maybe a loss of stature. It's a loss of prestige, which is probably the same thing, a loss of money, a loss of time, some sort of step back, because you believe that in doing that, the slope of your line will be steeper. It's going to be over 1 up 3, or over 1 up 5, or over 1 up 10. So you step back to slingshot forward. And so that's what it looks like for you as a person. And someone like a Lady Gaga is a great example of personal disruption. If you think about it, she's like at the top of the charts. It's 2008. And what does she do for an encore? She jumps to a whole new chart. She collaborates with Tony Bennett on a jazz album. She does a Sound of Music tribute at the Oscars, which is just crazy when you think about it. And then she produces a country album. But those jumps, right, that disruption, it paid off, because in 2018, she had the largest audience ever for a music performance.